Okay, so today we will discuss about the SCOT configuration in SAP. SCOT. SCOT means it's a mail configuration in the above stack systems here. Mail configuration, email configurations here. So here the mail configuration in SAP that allows for sending and receiving the its emails are sending the emails to the external email addresses here, receiving the emails from the external, so that we will use it here. Why? Because sometimes what happens in the SAP system, people, suppose they will raise a order, purchase order. Some people they will raise a purchase order and the related things they will raise it in the SAP system, right? So once the order is approved, then immediately the who are the concerned people, they will receive the email from SAP. Also sometimes, so if any one of the persons like leave, they have applied the leave in the SAP. So if the leave is approved, they will get the leave request has been approved or something like that. They will get something like, so this kind of things we can perform it in the SAP here. This kind of things we can perform it in the SAP. But to perform this one, the configuration is very important here. The mail configuration, the SCOT configuration is very important here. So as part of this configuration, first of all, what we have to do here as part of this configuration, we need to check the so SMTP port should be active. Should be active. Port means any port we can go to the SMICM and services we can check it out. And also the SAP, the connect service should be active. That is also active in the SICF transaction code here. And also the SCOT configuration, there we have to configure the domain, and also we have to configure the mailbox configurations. Mailbox configuration, the means except it's the server configurations, the port number, the email address. So those things we have to, we have to perform it there. We have to perform it there here. So these are the configuration we need to perform it in the systems. First of all, make sure in SMICM the port SMTP port should be active here. SMTP, the port should be active status here, right? So here you have activated the port here, right? You have activated the port, that is done, right? So then what next after that? Port is activated. Then, so you have the in SICF, you need to activate the one of the service is called the SAP Connect, right? This should be activated. It should be activated status. Yes, this has been activated here, right? That is done. So port is done. So that is also completed. Then the next one, we need to do the SCOT configuration, SCOT SCOT configuration here. In the SCOT configuration, here the SMTP node we have to activate it here. By default in the newly systems, the node will be empty. This will be empty status here. Then you need to create this node using the wizard. You have to create the node here. SMTP node, you have to create it here. So for mail configuration, mailbox configuration, you have to activate this one, right? So what is the mail host, mail port number? So every organization, there is a mailbox server. Every organization, there is a mailbox server. So that mailbox server, so we have to add it to receive the emails. Every organization, there is a mail server, right? So that mail server, we need to provide it in the here. We have to provide the mail server configuration here, right? So that is what we have to do it in the here, mail server configurations. So mailbox server, we have to perform it here. So mail server means maybe if you contact your IT team, so they will provide you the your mail server details and all the information. So they will provide it there. So then you can perform it. Suppose like uh, what we can do here, mailbox server. We can provide like something, some dummy, like Google dot, some dummy server we can provide it. Google dot smtp.com. Okay, SMTP, Google server, Google mail server. Then 25 is the port number. By default, port number is the 25. Then, then you performed it here. Then internet, then address area. Which addresses you want to send the emails? So which addresses? If you define the star, so if you define the star here, if you define the star, what will happen? It will send to the all the email address and everything here. If you define the star, it will send to the all the email addresses and everything here, right? That's what we have to do it in the systems here. So if you don't define the star, maybe if you define only at the rate of star dot at the rate of gmail.com means it will only send to the Gmail IDs only, not for all. Maybe they have the some company email IDs, then how they can send it out, right? So in that case, so you need to define the all the organizational ID here. So star dot mycompany.com, or instead of that you want to send the email addresses to anyone, then you can put the star. Restrictions we can apply it here. Restrictions, the mail server. So the restrictions we can apply it here, right? Then click on the OK button. So then OK. So okay, then there is a job. So one job we have to set the limit here. Every 10 minutes, every 5 minutes, or some job should run it here to resend the emails. So then mailbox server configuration, you have done it here. Mail server configuration, you have done it here, right? That you have performed it here. Then there is a default domain. Here you need to define the default domain.com. Suppose like domain means your company domain star dot. So mycompany.com. So trainings.com, right? Star dot trainings.com. This is a domain.com domain, right? So trainings.com. So then, so this is the domain, company domain, your company domain. That is the domain here, right? So you have configured here, right? Every, so the field the send messages and everything you have configured. And also you need to define the job also. There is a job which you have to define. Send jobs, there is a SAP connect jobs you have to define, that will run every 10 minutes, every 5 minutes. It will send the email address to the all the emails and everything. So you need to define the job also here, SAP connect job. So this job will send the emails. This job will send the emails to the everybody, everyone. So it will send the emails to them here, right? So then you have done it. This is the outbound configuration. So which will send the email. SMTP node is active. The default domain is active. Then then send job also active. Send job means SAP connect job also active. Then configuration is done. SMTP configuration is done here. So now you need to send the, so normally why we have to use this configuration? Just can we, for example, suppose if you see, suppose 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 like I am working in a one of the sales department with the one of the pharmaceutical company. They are running the SAP. I am working in the sales department with the, so I got one alert notification that some stocks are falling short. There is a less stocks that need to be replaced as soon as possible. Then you are to create the purchase order and send them to the vendors directly. This way, where stocks, so stock SCOT, stock configuration comes to play here. Means in the sales department you are working in a pharmaceutical company, you got the one email saying that, so there is their stock, one of the medical shop stocks are very less, that you need to be restocked as soon as possible. You got the one email that you need to create a purchase order, send directly to the vendor. This is where the SCOT comes into the play. that will allow you to send the purchase order via email to the vendor automatically while still in the SAP environment. So now stock is connected to the SAP administration tool for sending the emails, messages, fax, external, internal platforms, and this will help us here, right? This way we will use the this configuration will be used here, right? So whenever you done the some approvals, anything that email sent to the mail servers here. So this way we have to do the stock configuration here, right? So okay, SCOT configuration here. Okay. So now how to test it? So configuration I have done it. Then how to test it? To test this functionality, so we can test it via SBWP is the SAP Business Workspace. So every user, when you open this one, you have the own business workspace here, which means you have the same as like if you open the Gmail, if you open the Outlook, how we have the inbox, how we have the outbox. So how we have similarly, you can also send, you can also calendar appointment, distribution list. So new message, all those things. Suppose so I'm sending the one email, just sending. Normally, when you raise the ticket, automatically it will create it. But here I'm manually testing it whether that functionality work it or not. So medical related things. Okay. So test one I'm sending here. Okay. So just I'm sending the one message. So here I'm just writing like so medical stocks are very short in store in store in store, so like that. So then I will do the attachments and everything, then I will send the recipients here. So recipients I will send to the recipients to the recipients. We can also normally this is a manual testing, actually manually you are testing. This is the internet email address here, just send it out, send it send it, then you can send this to the your respective email address here. That's possible here, right? That's possible. You can send it out for them here. That's possible. See, medical test that is in the still out box, which is going out, which is sending here. Mail still it is sending now here, right? But is still sending here, right? You can send here. You can send it to the that respective persons. You can send it. So that's already done. So it's sending. So here SAP Connect job will send this email to the so respective people here, right? So now how to test it out? Sir, here you can just do the testing, but where can I test it? So whether it is successfully moved or not, in SOST is the transaction code. Here we can check the outbound emails which is going out of the system. In SOST, here we can check the outbound emails, send request, we can check it out here. See, there is a one request got stuck here, medical test. There is a one recipients which is going to send that time, right? Which got stuck here still it is dispatching time is not reached. Why? Because the job still is not scheduled here. We can also manually send it here, right? So zero thing is sent here. So you can also check that buttons here. So maybe if you remove the timelines, if you select the transmitted, select it. So this is the first email we are testing. So this is still not sent here. So it is waiting to the job to send it. There is a SAP Connect job. This is waiting for the job to send it in the SAP system here, right? SAP Connect job here. Once this job run, the emails will float it here. Emails will go here, right? But this job is failing. See, the jobs are failing here because of the so the client SAP star, someone using the SAP star here, right? In the jobs tab, they are using the SAP star. So we can change it. We have to change this one here. So it should not be the SAP star. So SAP Connect job. So they are using the SAP one, the SAP star basis SIS one. Okay. So the basis one user I am using. Then every minute this is sending the data. So this is released. Job is released status here. So this is failing because of the, so this job is failing status here. In another client, it is success. Another client, it is running in the every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes it is running. So every 10 minutes means, let's see. Yeah, this is the one. So let me try to beat the scheduling immediate manual executions. Manual execution. So when the job is executed, so we may see the, we will see the, so when the job is executed, so then we will, this will be executed very quickly here. So then we have to wait to job should be finished here. We have to wait for job should be finished status here, right? So that is the one we have selected here. So as soon as the job is running executed, then when we go to the SOS2, if it is the mailbox server, everything is correct, this will go out to the person. If the mailbox server is not correct, mailbox server means the details which you send that is not correct here because of the wrong details you have given. So this message will stuck in SAP only. This message will stuck in SAP only here. So like this, we can so send the email. So here the SCOT will play the very important role. The SCOT administration will play the very important role here. Here this mailbox on whatever the configuration you have given here, mail host, that should be actual mailbox here. That should be the real. So that should be the actual mailbox here. If you give wrong one, so definitely all the mails will stuck. Sir, where to check whether the mails are going or not? Then if you go to the SOST transaction code, here we can check the informations here, whether it is going or not. All the information we can check it out here. All the so information we can check it out here. Right? So this is the way we can check it out here. Okay, mailbox configuration, SCOT administration part. Okay, so this is a SCOT part, so which is going to outside of the systems here. So the SCOT should be enable status here. Why? Because here this SAP system we will use it for the finance purpose, sales purpose, approval, time sheets. So maybe leave request approvals, many where HR purpose, many where we will do this one. So as soon as your salary got released, you will get the message. So as soon as you done it, so then everything will be completed here. So then this kind of things we can do it in the, yeah, this kind of things we can perform it here. This kind of things we can perform it in the systems here. That's what we can do it in the systems here, right? That is the, that is the one thing we can do it in the systems here, right? So if the leave request is approved, immediately the person will get the so email. So whether the person received or not, we can check in the SOST transaction code. We can check it out here. So if anything is failing as part of our daily activity, if any mails are failing, you need to inform to the respective functional team. Respective team email ID is there. Just send the screenshot. You have to inform to them. Okay. Got it? Any questions?
Why it is failing right now? It should
Right now
dispatch.
it is failing because of there are no actual real values we have not given. We don't have mailbox server, right? So we don't have this is the dummy mailbox server I have given. So it's not the real one. So definitely it will fail.
Okay.
Okay. So the next one is a small topic that is also like yeah, operational modes. Operational modes. This is also one of the small topic actually. Operational modes. So what is mean by operational modes? Operational modes is the topic. So normally when we will use it here, so whenever you are normal operational modes topic is whenever you don't have enough memory to increase the SAP work process. So your system is already suffering from the memory, you don't have any option to increase the work process. In that case, you can use this modes concept to convert existing dialog work process to BTC. So automatically, without restarting, convert BTC work process to dialog mode. So you can convert it without any issues. You can convert it existing dialog work process to BTC, BTC to dialog. You can convert it here. This is called the operational modes here, switching the operational modes here, right? So why we have to convert it means, so normally in a SAP system during the daytime means during the peak hours, many users will log in, right? During the peak hours, the multiple users will log in. That time we need the more dialog work process. That time, if we have less BTC also fine. Why? Because all the jobs scheduling will works only night time here. So during the non-peak hours means night time. So night time we need more BTC work process. Why? Because that time less dialogues responsibility. Why? Because non-peak hours means night time, less users will log in. Less users will log in means so more jobs will run. Why? Because night time no one do the business, right? So but peak hours more people will do the business. So this kind of situations, peak hours and non-peak hours. So this concept. So in that case, instead of you permanently increasing and restarting, if you increase it, you don't have memory, then immediately system will suffer the out of the memory. You don't have any capacity to increase the work process here, right? You have only this bandwidth, right? So six, that's it. You don't have time to increase, or you don't have downtime to increase it here. Now you want to convert the existing, now it's the business hours, like more number of users will log in. Like I want convert in this BTC, you have six work process are there. In this six, two I keep it BTC. Suppose if any background processing, remaining four I can convert to the dialog. Means 6 plus 4, 10 dialogues will be in the daytime. And what I will do, two minimum two I can keep it into the night time. Remaining four I can convert into the night time as per the timelines, so that this will be converted to the during the night time. So here what I am going to do now, converting. I'm not just increasing permanently, just temporarily the existing resources only, just changing the BTC to dialog and dialog to BTC. This procedure is called the so operational modes. This one we have to use the RZ04, 03, 04 and SM63. These are the three transaction codes will be helpful for the operational modes concept here, right? So SM63 we will assign the timelines. RZ04 we will create the operational modes and everything. RZ03 we will check the status whether the operational modes are active or not. If we go to the RG03, there are no operational modes are active currently in the systems, right? There are no operational modes here. If you go to the RZ04, there are no operational modes in the system. No, nothing is configured. So here you are going to configure the operational modes, right? One is the what I can say like daytime. So daytime you are going to configure, then save it. Then one more mode I can configure as a night mode here. So night underscore mode, night mode. So two modes I'm creating here. One is the day and second one is the night mode here. Then I can create the modes here. Then click on the create here, create the instance, then select the profile. Which profile? So instance profile, right? So then host name KPS4 HANA, then instance number 04 here. right? Instance number 04 is not activated. Okay. Okay. So then click on the save button here. So then here you can see operational modes here, right? So here, what is your mode here? Daytime, daytime, right? Daytime, daytime. You need less BTC. Then you can decrease the by clicking the minus option. You can decrease it here. So three, at least three, I'm keeping. So remaining three, I'm just changing to the dialogue mode here. So click on the save here, right? Then to the other operation modes, yes. So then remaining is the night mode here. Then night mode, we need the less dialogue, just decrease the dialogue work process to the at least to 4. Then so dialogue mode you can increase to the 6, 7, 8, 8, right? Yes. So then you can change it, then save it, then you have done it, right? So what you have given the allocation you have done it here. You said like during the daytime you need so 9 dialogues. So this one during the night time 4 dialogues, then more BTC work process to run the jobs here that you have created. Like this you have work process assignment, you have done it here. Work process assignment, you have done it here. What do you have done it here? This one you have done it in the system. So but when it will save it? So in SM63 the timelines you need to assign it here. Timelines, just you can assign the timelines here. So daytime means, so maybe I can say 9 to 9 to 8. This is the most of the frequency hours, right? Then you can assign the what is the operation modes here? Day mode, right? So night mode, which means 10 to 9 is the operation night mode here. So timelines you are setting which operation modes will act it as per the timelines here. So you done it here. Click on the save button here, right? You done it. Click on the save button. So what will happen here as per this timelines? So your operational modes, your work process switch will happen as per this timelines. Work process switch will happen. Now it's a night time, right? So now it's night time here. Now night time means how many work process we required? Night time means if you go to the RG04, night mode means here we have the 20 to 9, means 8 to morning 9 here, which means night mode we have the 4 dialogues, then we have the 8 BTC work process are there here, 8 dialogues. Now ATC, this process are there here, right? Daytime, these are the there here. So this will switch automatically. You don't need to do restarts, nothing. So automatically, whenever the timelines happen, if you go to here, automatically the operational mode switch happen. In the next whenever the timelines will come, automatically the work process switch happen. Suppose if you want to manually switch that one, you can go to the RG04 here. So there is a option to manually existing set. No, there is a switch option. Maintain the instant. We can manually switch it out. Manually we can also switch the mode. Why? Because night mode now. So but night mode already started, so we cannot, we have to wait for the timelines only. But we can also manually switch it out. There is a option switch mode, all the servers. Now night mode, right? Then you can just use the switch mode here, right? So now it is active status here. So then if you go to the SM21, you can see there is a successful log. Operational mode got switched. Switch over. The operational mode got switch over is done. See here, operational mode got switch over to the night mode is triggered. So which means, so work process 5 switched from the dialog to BTC. Work process 4 switched from the dialog to BTC. That got switched here. Now, when you go to the SM50 transaction code, you see the transactions here. See, so night mode, now it is the night mode. So see many, so process here. See, night mode, we have the 8. Previously we have the only 6. Now we have 8. So which means work process switch got triggered here. Work process switch got triggered here. Why the remaining 2 means remaining 2 are the error. As soon as that error or some that work is completed, that will be converted to the this one here. That will be converted to the background work process here. That will be converted to the background work process here. Previously we have the only 6. Now how it got changed means work process, the operational mode got triggered. Operational mode got triggered here. Here the mode got triggered into the systems here. That's what it will happen in the systems. So I think it's a India business hours. Then we have the less one, maybe reverse order we have configured. What I will do here, if you change the timelines, then that will be good here. So then if you go to the SM63, then if you go to the change here, if night mode, I will change this day mode to, why? Because this is in the EST time zone. EST time zone here. Then let me remove. So now what I can say here, 9 to 10, 9 to 10. Oh, this is a night mode, right? So let me save it. Empty mode. So India morning hours means it's a night mode. So our night mode here. So night mode. Reverse order I'm configuring here. Then from here to here, this is our morning time. Means we need more. So date dialog work process here to process the transactions and everything. Just switched it here. Done. Immediately it won't switch. Why? Because as timeline should be reached. Otherwise, manually we have to go to here. Then there is switch the operational modes, daytime. Then operational mode switch got happened here. Then if you go to the SM50 here, then immediately see 9 dialogues got reached here. Then here backgrounds only 3, which we defined. See, automatically the switch got happened here, right? So what the how many work process you defined here in RZ04? So in the daytime you need the 9 and 3. So reached or not? You reached. This one, it got reached here. In SM50, you see, it got reached. So no, you have not restarted, you have not increased any process, just you are shuffling existing resources from dialog to background or background to dialog is called the operational modes. Okay, that is called the operational mode concept here, right? We can observe it whether it is switched or not. You don't need to manually switch also, but timelines are now we are in the middle, right? That's why we have manually switched out, but as per the timelines it will switch automatically. Operational mode switch to daytime triggered, then BTC change it to the dialog, right? These all are the changes are happened in the systems, right? So that is the main thing here. Okay. So this way we can convert it, existing resources, we can convert it here. Here RG03 is used to check the status, or if you want manually trigger it, we can manually trigger the switch here. Just only active or not. 04 is the transaction code. You do the actual configuration. We have to create the modes and we have to assign that instance profile and changes about the work process allocation and everything. Then SM63 we can provide the timelines. Just this is a assigning the timelines and everything we can assign it here. So as per the timeline, now this timeline started. Whenever the daytime started, immediately it will go as per the timelines only here, right? So that will happen like this. Automatically it will happen in the systems. This is called the operational modes. Very small concept here. So which means you don't have the option to increase it. If you want to increase it, you need memory. You are already suffering from the memory. You don't have budget also to increase the memory also, right? Then in this case, this is the concept SAP introduced it. So, but nowadays only rare cases people will use this operational mode concept. Why? Because permanently they will set it out in the profiles and they will increase the profiles and everything, but that is enough actually. So but still, so any small customers or startup customers that time, so they will go for these concepts here, operational modes concept. Okay, any questions, anyone? Okay, so I think that's it for today. So if any questions, you can ask me. I can clarify your doubts. Otherwise, we can conclude the call for today. So we can start the small topics completed. Yeah, daily monitoring. Daily monitoring, we have same transaction code will come, but again, we have the daily monitoring Excel sheets are there. So we will have to once again, we will go through the daily monitoring transaction codes and everything on the next class so that we can complete these small transaction codes. Then we can starting from Monday, we can start the transport administration part, one of the important topic, and we can start the node implementations, kernel upgrades. So yeah, OS level file systems, I think we have discussed. Yeah, we'll go one by one. Main topics are there. These are under the small topics. Main topics are there. We'll see. Okay, so thanks, guys, and also one.
So I have a one question.
Yes,
Hello, uh, sir. Actually, I want to know, like, if my manager asks me, like, one user did something and he want to know which IP address he used. So how we can check that one?
you need to enable the auditing. Ask your security team to enable the auditing, then they can check it out.
Sorry.
You need to enable the security auditing, then you need to work with your security team for enabling the audit policies and everything, so that it will be recorded which IP and what they have done it, and each and everything will be recorded.
Where we, I mean, security team, where we have to do the auditing in the SAP or outside?
SAP only, SAP side only. Maybe if you have the network team also, they will enable the some enabling the auditing and everything. That's why we have the VPN concept in the companies. So in the companies, we have the EPN policies. So EPN will track the each and everything, which IP you logged in and everything. In the SAP also, in the SM19, we can enable the audit policies and everything here in the SM19. We can create the one audit policy, can create the one audit policy, especially for the finance systems and everything. We can enable it. So here, what we can do in the audit profile. So we can.
Because some users are creating and records and all, and we are not able to find out who did in what
That's why
terminal.
you need to enable the auditing policies so that it will be record everything. What has been done, who done it, what. So each and everything you have to create the SM19, you have to create it. Maybe your security team is the best option. Maybe if you are the security team, so they will do this kind of things, auditing policies
But
creations.
we inform these people also. They told us, like, only they can check for that entering, like login and log out only. But
Configuration,
uh,
that depends
like
upon the company actually. Maybe some companies say a security team only will do the configuration. Some companies basis will perform the configuration in SM19. Then security team will do the auditing and everything. That depends upon the company to company. So depends upon the company. Depends upon the company, they will perform the so respective things they will perform it here. auditing. So if anything is performed, then we can go to the SM19. Then we can check the trace. If you know the user, then we can know the user. Then click on the execute. The logs will be displayed here. If you enable it, the logs will be displayed. So IP address, what they have done it, what is the last address, what is the which application, what is the source, each and everything will be recorded here.
So we have to activate this one in SM19.
SM19 we have to activate it.
Okay. So any performance issue after that one, sir?
No, no performance issues.
Because once we activate this one, we have to open or we have to close daily basis.
Right. No, not
Sorry.
daily basis. Once you activate it, this will be activated permanently only. It's not the daily basis. So once you activate it, it will keep on collecting all the logs and everything.
Uh, so how we can like create this one?
How?
I mean, this one you created right now, right?
Right now I'm creating, you can see here SM19, that audit
Okay.
policies. So then I'm just assigning the filter. So here all the classic default detailed information means everything should record it here. Each and everything I want to record it. So this will create a lot of things if you open everything. You need to filter like is it only dialog users, RFC users, all the users you want to track it. Then you can track it all the information. You can enable it everything. So click on the save button here. Missing the user group. So group username. So username is not required. So it's for all star. Let's mention the star. All users. Yes. So all users. It will track it now. So all users, it will track it here. Star means all users. So now, so if something, maybe if I try with the system with a different password, because the people are logged in and they done something here, something logging. So then here what will happen if I go to SM20, we can
So
check
this one
the,
is recording.
yes.
Okay.
So then we can find out here something, we can find out the information here. So we need to remove the dates. Mandatory field. Okay, date is required. Okay, 12 it is saying, and 13. No entries as of now. So this will record it here. It will throw the dump. It will take some time, but it will, as per this filters, it will, as per filters, it will do the all kind of things in the systems.
And one more thing, sir, like this one after we create it, anything like stored data.
It will store the
Uh,
data at operating system level. We have to keep monitoring the file system spaces and everything as well.
we can delete this one also, like logs.
Logs we can delete it. So we can, yeah, we can delete it. Logs, if you delete it means so older than 10 logs, older than this logs, we can delete it. That's not a problem. We can do that one.
So you mean that no, there is no performance issue?
Performance issue means
Means like maybe this data will
there
be in
is
a
no
huge amount,
performance
right?
issue. I
Loaded.
don't think like each and everything will be a performance issue. There is no much performance issue in the systems. Okay. Why? Because just
No.
it will only record the changes, what the users are doing and everything. That's it. So only log files it will be created. OS level you need to monitor.
Okay.
Okay, just you need to create the profile. You need to enable the events, what you have to enable it. So each and everything. Maybe if you run the something blocking, activated data, RFC login, functional module trace, if you delete something, everything will be activated here. Everything will be activated here. That's we can do that one here. Like when enable the if you enable the filter conditions here, so that will be activated. So based on that, we can do that one. What you want to activate, only critical, only emergency, that one you can activate it here. So that will be tracked.
Okay.
SM19, SM20 are the transaction codes. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.